Welcome to my channel. I always talk about hair because I have specialized in damaged hair for over 35 years. I had a clientele in Boulder when I used to own beauty salons in Boulder. And they were so great at giving me hair information, coming to me years after years, being loyal to my specializing research. And I found that they too wanted the information to be shared. If I could help someone anyway to help them have a better hair day or to control the damage they have or not to get into worse damage, and to be able to pick out product or to get to know your product till its best or get to know and to use your product to its fullest. It's important. We spend a lot of money on product, but do we know how to use the conditioners to their fullest? I don't think you do, because I have spent many years helping clients understand the complications of choosing conditioners, which conditioner to use, what your hair problems are. A lot of times people don't understand all of their complex hair problems. They think, oh, I'm dry. Okay, but maybe something more is going on than that, and it's adding to your dryness, or it's causing you to be dry. This is when you need to know your hair and know your hair problems in order to get out of them, to make better hair decisions. That's my whole goal here for this channel, is to help you be more logical and more scientific at conditioning so you can take your hair to the next wellness level or next level of wellness. I don't know how you want to say that, but you get the point. We are suffering from damaged hair far too much. When I look out and I see the world and I see that hair is bought from wall to wall. And so this is okay if you want to have fake hair. But what if you don't? What if fake hair really doesn't work for you? Or maybe you want it temporarily, and when you take your wig off, you want to know what to do once the wig is off. Well, this is where you can hear, or this education I'm giving is trying to help you help make better hair decisions. If you can do this, then you will be able to have a better hair, a better head of hair, a stronger head of hair. And most of all, you'll be able to take pride in your hair and your hair decisions. I want to thank you for sending your hair questions to my email at Deta91 hair. I messed that up. Deta, D-E-T-A, hair 911 at gmail.com. I appreciate it. The big question is when two or more questions are the same. The day's question was about styling products. It says, do I feel that styling products are bad for your hair? Only if you're not on top of your conditioning. If you are not conditioning every day, if you're not washing the gels out of your hair, definitely wash them out of your scalp and off your scalp and out of your hair, off your hair. Definitely wash it out. Rinse it out with good warm water. Do not go to sleep and let the gel just get in there tomorrow, and then you put on some more, and the next day you rinse a little bit and you put on some more. That's not how it works. You want to maybe, even if you use strong gels, all of them are water soluble. So far, I haven't ran into too many these days that are not water soluble. But they're not saying they're not out there. So you just want to stay on top of your conditioning. So you're going to do daily conditioning. You're going to do deep conditioning. And then, of course, you're not just putting the conditioners. You're going to put them on first. And then, of course, put the styling gels on top. Usually, if you wait a few minutes, like maybe 10 or so, the conditioners will sink in, and you'll be able to style your hair. And once it's like dried down, then you can put your styling gels on. So I wouldn't worry too much about that causing a dehydration. I think what I would worry about is why are you dry? Why are you dehydrated? You need to correct that problem, as well as if it's with your hair and not your body. For instance, your body isn't dehydrated, and your hair is, then it's something that you are not conditioning. That's causing your hair to be even drier when you use your styling products. So try to try to limit that styling gel to the point where you do wash it out. And of course, you do take it off enough to deep condition and condition. First email question for today is hair email question. I have thick hair, but it's fine. I use steam rollers to make it look nice for work. That's smart. Steam rollers probably add in the temporary moisture you need to create the curl. Frizzy usually means you're not enough moisture. The problem with fine hair is that fine hair has very little room to hold the big loving water molecule. So you need to moisturize often. So I would do a moisturizer deep conditioner once a week until the frizzy goes away. Your hair will feel a little heavy, but that will disappear as you get more hydrated. And then, of course, you should use a cold moisturizer, mainly 3 inches away from your scalp, unless your scalp really needs the moisture. Use it throughout because remember, the hair does not receive nutrition 3 inches away from the scalp. Okay, so whatever is left after 3 or 4 inches from the scalp, it's all on its own. So you want to give it some moisture and some protein from time to time, and that will keep you not so frizzy. And then, the curling, the rollers make you better. So you want conditioning to make you better, not just steam rollers. And you might find that once you moisturize, you might find that your steam roller has too much moisture. So you might want to go to an iron curl, which might be a little bit easier. I'm not saying that you can't. If it interferes with your moisture rollers, then moisturize on the weekend, or moisturize when you give the hair time to absorb the moisture, and then of course become thicker and more manageable again. But you do need your moisture. You do have side effects that you'll have to deal with for giving your hair more fine hair moisture, but you got to do it because that's you need to do that. Fine hair will break profusely. So, second email question. Why is scientific brushing good for your scalp? Yes, I know that I'm going to keep getting brushing questions. This is good because it reminds people to keep brushing. So thank you for your brushing question. Why is it good? Stimulation to your scalp, which keeps the blood flowing, and it keeps the hair follicle healthy because you have muscles in there and nerves. Also because you need the microscopic dirt needs to be dragged out. Your natural oils come from your scalp and they go throughout the hair strand. That oil regulates how often you take in moisture or your hair takes in moisture. So see the benefits? The big benefit is nerves. Your hair, every hair strand has a nerve and a muscle. And at the end of the day, all of us is tired, including your hair and scalp. So to rest it by brushing is to help it sleep better so it recuperates its energy as well as its stimulation and regulation and routine. So the hair does have cycles that it needs to stay in. And your brushing, life cycles they call it, your brushing encourages that life cycle to continue in a healthy manner. So it's a good hair habit to have, and it's benefits in more ways than you know. The third email question, why don't I talk about good or bad conditioners? That is some dirty water there. Murky water. Products are enormous, and when you Google their products, you can easily, when you Google the products, you can easily look up what they are, and the products will market, the companies will market it to you. And I don't need to get into that. I would have to scientifically or to logically inform you. I would have to research the products. I would have to go through if they've had any studies on them. I would have to research the company to find out why they made the product. Remember, it's only 4 or 5 companies that own all of the products. So you might have a name, but it's the same company. So you understand. So these products don't tend to change ingredients as much as they change, or as fast as they change marketing. So, if I teach you, we have so much to learn that if when we're finished, I won't have to teach you about what product is good out there. You'll know. You'll know what to expect from your product. You'll know how to use your product to the fullest. You'll know when you're not getting the most out of your product. So really, if we don't spend our time on, trying to market products, because if you think about it, it depends on your problem. What product isn't good for you? Maybe it's because I don't have the same dehydration issue. So maybe that product isn't right for me. It doesn't mean it's a bad product. Now, of course, if it takes your hair out and causes your scalp to bump, then maybe that's a bad product. But you have to remember, I'm a legal cosmetologist. Companies come to me, give me information on their products, and they expect me to explain the products that I pick, that I like, that I want to support. They expect me to hand it out to the client. In a beauty salon situation, that would be the case. Here, I'm trying to educate you so you can take your hair to the next level of wellness. So it's not about products. It's about you understanding what problems you have, logically being patient with your hair, and understanding how to use your products to the fullest, as well as solving hair problems before they get worse. So if we can concentrate on that, product would take care of itself. So I love this hair facts. I always love hair facts because it gives you a folder, a hair folder that helps you can start right now to changing your hair habits and to getting better at knowing your hair. So today's hair facts is about products and conditioners and shampoos that cover or mask. Oils do it too. They mask your condition of dehydration. So you might think you're a little dehydrated, but actually you're very dehydrated and you're not getting better. So a lot of times a person's dehydration gets worse, all because they did not understand what the product was concealing. So it's good to use a deep clarifying shampoo prior to your deep conditioning, just to make sure all conditioners are off the hair strand, so your conditioners can get in a lot more effective. Remember, you have 10 to 17 layers of cuticle, so the conditioners will lay there and not sink into the cuticle. Or you're trying to establish moisture buildup, you have to get inside the hair, and the only way you can do that, or the hair strand, you have to get inside the hair strand. The only way you can do that is with insulated heat. So not to elaborate too much, because I know that I get very technical, but let's put it this way. Your products are designed to help you feel better emotionally as well as to the touch. So what we want to do is clarify our hair at least once a month, every 2 months, whatever you think is best, and check on it to see, well, this is how the strand feels with nothing on it. And it does, let it dry. If it dries frizzy, then of course it's dry, very dry. So oil is not going to take care of that. You're going to have to put in water-loving molecules. So you have to use a moisturizing conditioner to help penetrate into and you have to use heat, to help penetrate so that you can get into the inside of the hair shaft to put moisture there. And then that way, your conditioners will conceal that moisture in your hair. You won't lose it. So see, it works, all right? Okay, so understand that products are a little difficult to understand because now they're very scientific. As before, back in the 50s, the products weren't as scientific as they are today. Our ingredients aren't. And then you have to remember hair problems have changed too. Hair problems are stronger because we have different medications that we didn't use back then. And these medications affect our water as well as our hair. So we have to understand that that causes a different dehydration than bare aspirin would. So we have to take into account what medication does, but most of all, concentrate on that. Your conditioners and your shampoos will camouflage and not really take care of the problem because you're using cold method of conditioning. And that means you have 10 to 17 layers of cuticle. So that's like trying to get something through your roof. It's not a little hard because it's hard and stiff. So the protein, 10 to layers, 10 to 17 layers, depending on your hair texture, um, will be hard to penetrate. Okay, so you have to get into deep conditioning to get inside, to put in water-loving molecules so that you really have moisture and not just laying on the outside treating the cuticle. So it's almost like treating the symptom and not taking care of the problem. I hope that someone's question was answered today. I really hope that I've given you some information so that you can go back and say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to brush or I'm going to deep condition because my hair is dry. I want to thank you if you subscribed. It's free. I really hope you push that like button. It really lets me know that this information is needed and that someone is doing better at their hair than they were yesterday. I really, really appreciate you and all the support that I have gotten thus far. I really appreciate the emails as well. Now I want you to go have a good hair day. Hopefully a better hair day, right? Better than yesterday. Thank you. Have a good day.